how's it going, guys? Hey, Drippy, hey, Geekster. OMDs means all my days? I've never heard that before. Oh my days. No, I can't say I've ever heard, not even in a TV show. That's completely new to me. Okay, I thought I thought it was another keyboard moment. Oh my, these nuts. Got him! Got him, boys! Oh my gosh, Cole, pretend I said that. Okay, gotcha. Oh, I didn't know if it was something else, like, oh my dear socks, or oh my dear... Because I've heard oh my dear lord, right? But I was like, S. Oh my dear... something. I couldn't think of what the S was. Oh my days! Gotcha. OMGC. Come on, Cole, come on. How are you guys doing? How was your Easter weekend? Had a big dinner yesterday. That's basically all there was for me. Oh my dear savior. Yes, thank you, Drippy. Guys, our local our local good Christian boy Drippy has opened our eyes to the right lingo. It is oh my dear savior. Thank you, Drippy. Planes Pat in time. Yo, it looks good, Drippy. It looks. I love the little dance. The little dance she does. I don't know where that's from or if that's the dance it made, but I like it. It's cute. Yo, coffee cups, how's it going, dude? With the religious mindset. Oh, I honestly mention it so often. Drippy's our good little Catholic boy. Ew, Geekster. No, don't be a bad influence for Drippy, okay? He's a good boy. He's a good boy. We don't need that. We don't need that in here. When you die a lot in the challenge mode, you get a hat dancing to calm you down. Dude, really? That's really cute. I don't know if that would be a little bit more infuriated, you know, because they're dancing, like maybe to mock me. Like, oh, get out of my. Just let me beat it, okay? Let me beat it. It's really funny. Your profile picture's cute too. I like it. After seeing it, I feel like I would want to play it, but it's only on PlayStation, right? Or is it on Steam? For some reason, almost all my clothings have something in it that makes me see-through. Look at this. Ain't a hole. I don't know how I feel about this. Wait, can I? Okay, no, I get. I don't know why my brain thought, wait, I'll be able to see through my body, but I had to try it. I had to try it to make sure. I thought it meant worship and prayers. Oh, okay, good save, Geekster. Good save. Oh, it's on everything. Oh, it's on Switch as well. Oh, I'll look at it then. Because that looks cute. I love it. Okay, I don't know how much more we have of this episode. Geekster, should I be a little concerned? Should I rush? Or should I take my time? Are we really close to the end? How close are we to the end of this trial? Do you think you know? I should woke up just a second ago. You woke up a second ago. Oh no, Geekster, how you feeling, man? My phone vibrated off my table, which woke me up. I love that. It's on Switch with the frame rate. It's kind of okay. I figured. Frame rate, man. Frame rate. I hope your phone's okay. Could you imagine if I broke Geekster's phone? Oh my god, I would feel so bad. I would feel so bad, dude. So bad. It's really funny, but I feel really bad. Alright. So Emma's in trouble. Final day. Trial ladder. Step ladder. You rush, and then the cross-examination you'll be useless. Okay. I will not rush. Duly noted. Thanks, Geekster. And then Drippy. Skip it, for the love of... One day in the future. Drippy's at his wedding. The preacher's just standing there, giving the slow word. And now, do you take so and so? And Drippy's just like, skip, for the love of God, skip the dialogue, please. Skip. Exclamation point, Drippy. Come on, man. We don't have time for this. Now my table is low. If it fell off my bed, that's a different story. Oh, that's right. I remember your setup now, Geekster. Forget you were streaming today? Pfft, never. Glow! I'm so glad you could join us. It's Drippy's wife. Do you take so-and-so? Yeah, skip. She says yes. All right, my turn. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not intruding anything, pals. Geekster. Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Oh, no, come back. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? He's like a sad little puppy. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while I'm on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Wasn't he fired? I swear he got fired. I don't think that's something we have to worry about, Gumshoe. I take it Lana's having you run errands again? Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this. Give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Should I be insulted? Is this a child's book for law? Did this woman make Gumshoe run to a bookstop to buy a children's edition of Evidence Law to give to me in between breaks? I know he needs it. Don't get me wrong, but that's... Even I feel insulted. This morning I was able to watch more of the Ace Attorney animation. Oh, how is it, Geekster? Evidence Law? Edward was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh my god, is the next game we go back to law school? That'd be wonderful. The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? I saw a clip of Edward pulling up in his Lamborghini. Stop! I want to see that. It's so funny. I'm sorry. As the episode continues, this is embarrassing. Really? Okay, at least you can watch it for, like, the jokes, you know? Not to take it seriously. He said, if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book. Him? I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. Evidence Law. Securely slip into pocket. It's 2 rules? Doesn't look like that book will do any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, detective. Huh? He hadn't given it a read before? Apparently not. Apparently he passed the bar exam without even studying once. Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in the prosecutor's seat, despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth! The real trial today hasn't begun yet. Oh, shit. Wow, okay. Buckle in, guys! Here we go! What? What else is there left to do? I thought it was over. Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she's unwittingly caused a man's death. And now, you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That's true. I've been lied to. No, Drippy. For your sake, man. I don't care how long this stream goes. We will finish it today. That means the real killer is still out there. What?
and we're gonna expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
Thank God. I thought we were about to go look for clues again. I was not going to have that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But for, cough, cough, this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, Your Honor. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? So I can call anyone to the stand? Is it like real lawyering now? I can like, I call this person to the stand. That'd be pretty cool. I like that.
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness. Mr. Wright, you do realize this is your last chance. If you called the wrong witness. This trial is as good as over.
The defense calls. The time's finally come to bring out the real murderer. Good man!
Crap. Okay. I really believe Demon Gant is still the killer.
My attorney's badge!
I want to bring either Detective Gumshoe or Meekins to the stand, but I know I'll lose points for that. See the red bar up there? I know. So I am gonna call Mr. Dracula to the stand.
Demon Gant! The defense calls Demon Gant to the stand.
Demon Gant? What does he have to do with anything?
As a defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime, and I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? Beard looks like a seashell. Okay. Wait, judges or Gants? True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Oh, it does look like a seashell. Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this? I couldn't remember his voice. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch. Oh, it's absolutely a seashell. He almost looks like a Pokemon's face. Your name and occupation, sir. Cole keeps camouflaging demon. What do you mean camouflage? What? What are you talking about? I read his name as it was. I don't know what you're talking about. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Your name and occupation. So, you want to play hardball, eh? A throb in real life, ew. Please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Demon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police.
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
Oh, right. What's with the grim face?
First, let's clear up this SL9 incident.
Oh, you mean the time when Lana's sister murdered that prostitute? Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already.
There are still some things unaccounted for.
Oh, like what?
Like that role you played in all of this.
Son, you're either very brave or very foolish. You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal, including his fangs.
Weapons?
Sure. Take my testimony, for example. If I don't have to give it if I don't want to. Oh.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. That is BS. Are you serious?
Of course. Such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony. Oh, I don't like this man. I don't like this man. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Is that when Dark was arrested? He was lying on the floor unconscious. Oh, look, it's a coat rack. I'm sorry. When Irma and Went sent Neil flying, it seems Doc bumped his head. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut.
If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I better hit him hard and fast. Supersonic style!
He's gonna bite our neck. Oh, absolutely. Okay, let's press on everything, shall we?
As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day.
Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. Or, you know, you can't sleep, so you work anyways. Windows, I'm not interested in virus and threat protections. Thank you very much. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up, too. That's probably what spooked Doug and made him run away like that. Was the defendant, Lana Skye, also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Doc ran for it. Okay. Make a long story short, well, let's make it long, shall we?
So the two of you ran immediately after him, right?
That's right, but Doc made it to the elevator first. So Neil and I split up. He went downstairs and I went upstairs. Seeing as I can fly like a bat, it was quicker. I guess you could say he got lucky. What's this about a power outage? The virus? No, it's not Doki Doki. If anything, it's a Digimon that's infected my laptop. Come on, get it right, Geekster. Oh, that! The elevator stopped all of a sudden, and I got a shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when the knife went into his heart, though. Oh, come on, dude.
That's not funny.
Okay, you found Lana there.
Could you tell us what you saw with your vampire eyes?
It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Doc was also lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he hit his head and was knocked out. Okay. Next to them were those two poor girls.
Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now.
She must have already known what her sister had done.
Ah!
Okay.
How can you know that?
Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. So that means he found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor.
Yes.
Anyways. Okay.
So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at the office?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable, no matter what the circumstances. A Palman or Garurumon virus is something I would... No, they wouldn't be the virus. They'd be the antiviruses protecting my laptop. It'd be like Edamon. Look up Edamon. he would be the virus.
Is that how it really went down?
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
What?
If you're going to stare at anything, stare at me. You'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy, always a smooth talk.
Well, which piece of evidence does get to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident.
Okay. What new evidence do we have? Oh my god, we have 3 entire rows. If I had an Edamon virus that set my PC on fire. Oh no, you wouldn't have to. That's what he would do. He's honestly my favorite villain. Like, I don't know. All the other villains are like, I must kill everybody to take over the world and use minions to do my evil bidding. But then he's just like, I want to be the strongest. And is also like Elvis Presley. I love him. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without an approval of the police department. Like Larry Butts in a monkey suit. Oh my god, he does! You're right! Oh my god, he does! Good eye, Geekster. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case or trial. Hold on. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department? Well, that would mean Lana had to go through him first, right? Does that mean he approved the stuff? Oh! This was in his safe. It has Emma's fingerprints on it. So, also, so does this. Okay, let me save real quick. I might try something risky. Right though, Geekster? Oh, dude, wait until you watch him and then you see his evolutions. Edamon's the main bad guy, man. I really hope he's still a character in the upcoming seasons. Make a long story short, the power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, Lana was there. Apparently, she had already arranged a crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with this forgery. Well, sir. I don't believe you. Because... Why do we have this screwdriver? Because of this. No, because of this. Right?
If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this?
What's that? We got him, boys. We got him. And what's that on it? A handprint?
Chief Gant, your explanation, please.
Stop twirling with your hair, dude. I don't know. You tell me, son. Dad?
Huh?
My dear Wright, don't you know the second rule of evidence law? Yes.
Oh, not this again. Evidence law.
Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Tell me, how is that rag relevant to this trial? It appears the defense was not prepared.
I guess it's too early to use this piece of evidence.
Please, accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance? Well, okay, I'll just do it justice once, but only because you asked, Udgy. Thank you. I assure you, the defense is terribly sorry. Right, Phoenix?
Yeah, sorry I didn't nail you.
Jeez. But what did you say? Nothing. Okay, so we were able to present it. We didn't lose points for it, but it was too early. What if we do... Hang on. I'm gonna be saving a lot, because I have a feeling I'm gonna mess up a lot. What if I present, this? Last piece was in his safe.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Your hard drive is full.
Explain yourself.
Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's that blue badger you showed us earlier.
A piece of this jar was discovered in your safe. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
It was found where?
You see, Chief Gantz, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh, here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. Oh, you think I'm rival Worthy? Stop it.
So you admit it then, that you were involved in a forgery.
Who, me? What do you mean, you?
Me? Why would I have anything to do with that?
Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Is he saying I put the stuff there? Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Wright? Thank you, Edgeworth. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. I was just gonna say that. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What?
What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Aw, buddy. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, I have food. Yay, Jippy, please don't tell me it has dairy. Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My, kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. It makes a 4. Oh, kill me. Let's see. What was it now? A jaw fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyways, you can't prove when these pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Doc was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in forgery, but it was in a safe. Is Jerry free to worry? Okay, good. Okay, good. Just looking out for you, man. Just looking out for your safety, you know? Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. But it was in your safe.
Yes, Your Honor?
When investigating the crime scene, You should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Nintendo Japan shut off more Miitopia. Really? Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I'm really excited to play that with you guys. So am I, Glam. Ah, Drippy. I had a little bit of butter yesterday for dinner. You know, just like butter on bread. It didn't go over well. And I had really weird dreams because of it too. So it's not worth it, guys. Stick to your diets.
Oh, indeed. I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again.
My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is Nuggy Day, and I don't want to miss it.
Alright, Argy. In return, though.
I know. That place, right? What?
Huh? What are these guys telepathic?
Are they? No. No. They're not. No. He does call him Udgy. No. Oh no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Butter dreams? Yeah! It gave me really weird dreams. I'm crying. It was weird. I'm only in audio mode. Oh, the Gant was like, in that place, and Judge was like, oh yes, that place. So like, the way they said it, it sounds like, I don't know, they meet up occasionally, you know? Maybe they do the nasty. I don't know what they're into, but I just it was really weird the way they said it. I don't know what else they could have meant by that. It had nothing to do with the thing on topic. I once had a dream when someone walked off the bear and I had to run around describing him to people. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Coffee Cuss Man. I know exactly how that would feel, dude. That's awful. So yeah, anyone out there know about their relations to each other? Could plant them in my office. No.
You're wrong. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making those ridiculous allegations.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that.
What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped.
Mr. Wright, what are you saying? Phoenix, don't tip cows. Anyways, you can't prove you didn't carry evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Raito's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove his investigation was illegal.
Grr. I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. He's a giant slime ball. What do you mean by that?
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute a forgery. It would.
If concealing evidence found at the crime scene isn't forgery.
I'm not through speaking yet, right? It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Okay. He can't walk, so it's not like he could run back home. Oh no! It's okay, Coffee Cups. It's all a dream. It'll never happen. It won't happen. He's safe. He's safe with you. Oh my god, I would wake up in tears. My bed would be drenched in tears. I would hate that. Oh, thanks for getting rid of that Bob, not Clem. I was like, who takes a cat? That is true. Who takes a cat?
Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation?
It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Doc was sentenced. What? No. False? No.
Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right.
Huh?
The chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out. Your remarks, however, clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
Tell me something I don't know. Like your feelings. You're so mysterious, Edgeworth. If you like me, just say it already. I'm tired of waiting for you, although I will wait till the ends of Earth for you. But like, please say it soon.
Come now, Wrighto. Think about it. Okay.
How can you look at me in the eye and say that?
Because I'm innocent.
Huh?
Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? Look. They've been playing around the fence too long, okay? They need to either admit it or move on. I'm just trying to make it happen quicker. I'm just the one going, now kiss. I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. But in the end, the person responsible for Miss Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now do you see?
Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this.
Oh, I wasn't aware. What is this benefit?
That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police.
Oh! Goddamn, Judge.
The resolution of SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive.
Oh, that's a good one.
Huh?
Do you really think I'm incompetent?
What do you mean?
Even without the case, I was already in line to become the next chief. Was he? The resolution of SL9 merely sped the inevitable a little.
Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway.
Gah!
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. A lover, perhaps. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. I don't believe that. You still have a lot of stuff in your room. There, it's out in the open now. Urgy, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little? By all means, please do. Okay. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. I don't know about that.
Nothing in it for you.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Being tough on crime and tough on people, that's how I was raised. 5,000 years ago. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Oh, that is a good one, Worthy.
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone else?
Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? I think so. I feel like he would have helped out Lana.
True, you might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Yo, Jeannie, how's it going? How you doing today? How goes the vampire trials? Pretty good. I think. I'm like 90% sure this is the last episode. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
That's not what I mean.
Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence? Beacons. Obviously. It had to be Lana. She's the only person I could have assumed. Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye, the defendant.
I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would also have a reason to help Lana if asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this? He would be able to use Chief Prosecutor as his puppet. Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Uh-oh. Do you mean to tell me that despite the Chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets? Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. Oh wait! you must mean puppet as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind. Good save. Good save, Chief. Judge, you really saved yourself there. No one thinks less of you now.
Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her.
Right, so my boy, you have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
What?
Do you have any proof of this, that I controlled Lana? Well, Lana did tell us. This is the last episode. For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? No, she won't say it, but she did tell us.
Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant.
But it's out in the open. We already proved Emma did it. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Or which one would that be? Guys, hear me out. What if we lent Judge our brain cell? You know, the collective one we all share? Just for, like, just this trial, we just lend it to him. Because I think he needs it more than any of us. Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Worthy, you better watch your tongue, or I might bite it off. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. Just what do you mean?
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? Nani? Order! I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious.
Huh?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. to accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder. That's impossible. I mean, I don't think it's that impossible.
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edgeworth said in easier to understand language.
Uh-oh. We're done for. It's too late, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
There's no turning back for us now.
It looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder? Yes.
Good question.
Jeannie, how was your Easter weekend? Geekster, that made me choke. Oh, there's an us? There's an us now? I forgot it was Easter. Honestly, same. We just had dinner. That's all we did. But it's good so far. Oh, I'm glad to hear it, Jeannie. Try not to die on stream, please. I'll try. Although, let's be honest, I think that might be the best way to go. If I could, the ultimate clip: ColeHillChills bites the dust. After this trial, of course. I don't want any loose threads, obviously. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a vampire. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. All right then. Let us see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good. Step it up, son. Let's see your dance moves. Show us his evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. His funeral's on Discord, push. Stop. Okay, wait. Evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder. The murder of Detective Goodman. Do we have evidence for that? We know this knife killed Goodman. Oh! Duh! It's this one! 77777. He was the one who walked into the room. This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. 777777.
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number.
It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. A 7-digit code.
7 digits? You don't mean?
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. Then why did I shake my head no? I should have shook my head yes. The code was 77777, the same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant! You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime! Ho-ho!
I feel so good when the person on trial makes that like, oh no face, you know? Chief Gant, what do you have to say? Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of the law. The law, eh? But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. Chief Gant! So you admit it? You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime.
What about it? I'm chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or not, bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want. I can even fly. He shook his head saying, yes, this is Phoenix based. I know, it makes no sense. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? I always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. Oh? You hadn't seen him in days, Chief Gantz? I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt. No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? What did you send, Geezer? Oh, that's good. I've never seen that before. A bunch of no's that spell out the word yes. In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna have to ask you for evidence. Show us the proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. I'm thinking... Oh! This. Right? Goodman's last item report. He was sending this to the chief. It's either this note or the safe. Because the safe could only be opened by Goodman's fingerprints. And that was the only time he could have gone into the room. But I'm gonna go with this first. Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. So Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police. Same energy. Look, at least I didn't do my finger pointing, okay? Yes, you are in possession of the report, which means you can't be sure he filed it. You gave it to us. He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day. He needed to? Yes, to transfer that evidence out. Oh! Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him. There's no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Hold on, let me guess what you're going to say next. I, Chief of Police, murdered poor Goodman. Exactly. But wait! His rubber glove looks like it's gonna snap. Oh, I didn't even see his gloves. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card. Yes. Now that you mention... Judge! Objection! Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found in his body. Oh, that's true. That's true. When the dialogue didn't need skipping. Back when we played good games, how... Oh, wow. Did he just get struck by lightning? Okay, so he is a vampire, confirmed? Bruh! What was that? Oh my god! Chief Gant, you didn't. The murderer was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. After that murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move it there? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal.
Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. Well, hang on now, though. He asked Edgeworth to take that screwdriver. Does that mean while he asked Edgeworth to go into that room, he put the body in Edgeworth's car so that when Edgeworth drove back, it would, like, he would transport the body? Did Edgeworth drive his car with the dead body not knowing it was in there? Hold up. Hey, you! Take the... Okay, we read that.
Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office. And all this time I thought it was a useless clue that just taking up space.
It has to be the screwdriver. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us his evidence. Right?
To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used...
Or was it the freaking blue badger again? Hang on, let's go through our evidence. Has to be. It's either the screwdriver or the blue badger.
Take that! This is it. This is how he moved Detective Goodman's body.
But what's that? A screwdriver. But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. What is this screwdriver doing here?
It's here because... Gah! Oh my god, was I right? I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Oh. After the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did, because Chief Gant asked you to.
You mean I...
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened.
Hey, Jippy, do your skipping powers work on traffic? I would very much like to go up. You get to a red light, skip. You get into the drive-through. Skip. There we go. My turn. Yo, that'd be an awesome superpower. Drippy, maybe that's your quirk. That'd be a superpower.
I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by the car.
Oh, the car just appeared. Thanos snapped him away. Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye.
Order! What's going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took in the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Chief Gant, say something! Please say something! I believe your time's up. No. Your time is up. I would hate if there was a game where you had to spam A to wait. What? My time's up. Sorry, Wright, but I'm having lunch with the district attorney general after this. We have to get going if we're to make it in time for the early bird special. Excuse me?
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
Remember what I told you earlier. A police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
Weapons?
Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered. So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away! Don't make me laugh, Worthy. I'm going to fly away. I can be found guilty. I have lunch at I know, right? I have a lunch date. I'm sorry, guys. It's really important. I really like them. So, like, I don't want to show up late. I know I might be guilty of murder and treason and, like, but, like, just, come on, guys. Help a brother out. Random thought. I was thinking about Drippy being good at skipping stuff, but what if you purposely had to wait to continue? Oh, that would be Drippy's worst nightmare. Drippy would be best at jumping rope, though. All you have to do is skip. Just skip. Like Persona 5, waiting in half that game. Really? Oof, man. I stabbed a good man. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well,
You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. The Demon Gant is currently chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Gonna save real quick. Well, Mr. Wright.
Your Honor.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body.
Do I have any concrete proof?
Present evidence. I have no proof yet. We have proof? Law book. Cloth. Evidence list. No. Oh no. But it had to have been because he had to open that safe. The stabbing of the detective at the PD. Has to be concrete proof, man. The knife? Because how else would it have been in the muffler, right? Victim's memo found in the car trunk. Maybe the memo? SL9? Record of parking in the prosecutor's office. Law entered. Maybe the parking ticket? Oh, God. Okay, I'm gonna go with the knife, the murder weapon. Let's try it.
I can't let him just squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor, I do have such evidence.
Then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of the doubt. Oh, God. Oh, God. Parking ticket, right? I don't know. That's the only way it could have got there. Ah! So much pressure. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a shot in the dark. My gut's telling me the parking ticket, because that's the only thing we haven't presented yet. So, what exactly is this evidence?
It's proof. That's whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt. I'll let you be the judge.
But I am the judge.
Oh, right. Well, what do you think, Your Honor?
What do I think, Mr. Wright? 'Cause I'm going to be late for lunch. Damn it. No! Ugh. Do you have any concrete proof? Yes! Present evidence! There has to be something. Next, we're trying the knife. No! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Okay, okay, the note. The note. The note has to be it. Has to be it. Has to be the note. Has to be the note. Come on, note. Come on. Come on, notes. Come on, notes. No! No, what else could it be? I have to have proof. I have to have proof. No, no, no. 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 Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt. I don't think I have that. Oh no. Screwdriver! Oh, okay, I'm gonna go with the safe. This can only be opened with his fingerprints. Ugh. Okay. So I don't have proof yet. I guess I have to let him go? Oh, that sucks. I have no proof yet. Right? Geekster, am I making a mistake? Do I have proof? I feel like I have no proof. There's no way I have proof, right? There's not even footage of him doing it. When they ask for concrete evidence, it's gotta be explicit. As in, direct fingerprint on guns or blood on gangster. There's zero proof for that. Ugh. Fine.
It's no use showing evidence if I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence.
Humph. See, Yaji? In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief.
What?
Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, Wrighto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, OG. I'll leave the rest to you. No. Don't disappear into the night. Get back here. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
Ah!
Oh. Oh, Edgeworth? Are you saving me? Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth. Another witness.
In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Humph. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witness today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor, the defense calls forth Lana Skye.
The defendant? Miss Lana Skye.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
All right.
Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in... Hold on! Huh? Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana.
He's talking to Lana.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. Okay, is that not proof enough that he's controlling her? Oh, that's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
This isn't good.
Of course. You'd never support such an outrageous claims anyways, right? Just something to think about. Alright then, I've got a lunch date to meet. So he does have a date. The judge, he has a date. Without me. Oh. We will now take a 15-minute recess. I have to go binge some nuggies to fill my heart. Today's ranch sauce, extra creamy. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. Odd man. Looks like we managed to stay in the game.
Yeah, thanks for your help, Edgeworth.
That chief, he's something else, eh, pal?
Detective Gumshoe!
I'm not detective anymore.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Ah, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. At your office.
Nani? Does Gumshoe work for us now?
My office?
Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
Could he mean? Maya? Oh my god, please, please let the next game be Gumshoe as my partner. Oh my god, I would love nothing more. Are you kidding me? Having Gumshoe at the side of me during those moments, like, when, have jack shit! Oh my god, I want nothing more.
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it he always gets the upper hand?
It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, Wright. Remember what the judge said.
But Chief, that is a right. That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to being considered.
Risks? What did he mean by that?
It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Oh, it's Emma!
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
No, she's heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. Think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her.
What do you mean?
What do you think I mean? Follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside and forced herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold. Maybe she has hope for her. Maybe she's not a vampire yet.
It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Society?
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into the armor.
You would write on the bright white papers? Isn't that right? Right? Keister, what are you doing to my brain? Stop it. I need that brain cell to be focused.
I see.
Well, we'd better get back. It's time for the final act.
Emma,
why don't you wait here?
no, I'm going with you.
Oh,
I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth.
Let's go, Wright. It's time to end this. Oh, yes, Edgeworth. I like when he tells me what to do. Dum dum dum. Save, please. Da da dum 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 dum. Shake my head, shake my head. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand? Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done these past 2 years.
Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Oh, like she's gonna tell the truth.
Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister.
Okay.
I might not like you, but I will be your sister.
Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. You broke a glass? Oh no! Coffee cups, I'm sorry, man. I hate when that happens. The worst is picking up all the glasses and making sure you get it without missing anything. I'm always scared or like hesitant to walk in the spot something broke. I'm like, what if I didn't get it all? What if I'm about to step on glass? You know what I mean?
everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant.
Gant and the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself.
When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
We'll see about that, Missy. Are you sure about this testimony?
Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana!
If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this.
That's what I've been trying to tell you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me.
But what if she's telling the truth?
Phoenix, you know she's not.
She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Ah! Like that.
Oh! Yeah, there's no time to start my second-guessing myself.
The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Oh, I should have done the Gordy scream. That would have been better. Alright, we're close. No. We're gonna do this one by one.
Wake me up inside! Goo!
Goo! Wake me up inside! Goo! Save me! Goo! God damn it. Lana Blast crawling in my skin! These wounds, they will not heal! Fear is how I fall! Confusing words are real! I mean, I don't know Linkin Park.
Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years ago.
Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases.
She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia.
Demon Gant was a respectable detective, that's why. There's no truth to his blackmail theory.
I don't believe that.
But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much as yesterday in jail.
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip.
Ah!
I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And, damn it. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago.
Did you do so to help your sister?
Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life.
But what she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything.
That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him.
Lana!
No, that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body.
Alright.
You say you did this all by yourself.
Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body.
What?
What?
Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident.
That's only a situation you dreamed was possible.
No, it wasn't! Wait, Emma's name was even drawn in blood on the vase. That's... we proved that already.
The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change the statement.
Oh, I fantasize about Edward all the time. Oh, you mean about the case? I mean, yeah, sure.
You mean, you do fantasize about me? Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark.
Nothing like that.
If it is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife.
Oh, that was lying on the floor a little distance away. it was probably knocked away in the struggle.
That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies.
All just to protect me.
So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything is boiling down to.
Yes.
Broke off tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved body? Why, that sounds like such a stretch.
You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's body,
And then you moved the body! But why? Why would you do that?
You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders.
My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others.
Why did you plant the knife? Why did you do it? Why did you plant the knife?
But why did you do that?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out.
No? Very well, let's add this to the witness's testimony. The reason Miss Sky fabricated the knife.
Yeah, no worries, Clem. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in the body would be all the proof we needed?
Nani?
According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right?
Yes, and leaving it at that might point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body.
So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound?
Yes, because I hated Dark for what he did.
So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer?
How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period.
Are you so desperate to hide the fact? You're willing to risk a death sentence?
She's lying! She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright! My sister's lying!
Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself.
There's no way she could have done it alone.
I've got to get Lana to talk more.
I know, even Emma's disappointed.
If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction.
Okay, this one. Can I press on this and get the other option? Oh, whoops. This is new dialogue. Oh. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, no, no, go back, go back. Ah, no, whoops. Hold on. Okay, I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in the body would be all the... Okay, so on this one, I broke off the tip. Yeah, this one. Okay. Will this give me the other dialogue option?
Why did you move the body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body?
It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple.
Let's have the witness explain this more in detail. Yo, Frisk, how's it going? The reason Miss Guy moved the body.
The piece of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan.
Okay.
Pieces of the jar? You mean...
Yes. That wretched jar you showed us earlier.
How did glass get all the way into the next room? Whoa, Coffee Cups, you okay, man? Oh, I'm glad to hear you're good, Frisk. I'm doing great.
In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So,
When you first found the body, the jar was already...
Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during the struggle.
I see. What's the matter, Emma?
Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed.
I'm feeling some feelings right now. Aw, Coffee Cup, was it one of your favorite glasses too, man?
But I have a feeling there is more to it than that.
There must be a contradiction here somewhere.
Anyways, I committed this fabrication completely alone.
My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma.
False!
So the jar shattered during the events reflected my plan. I broke off the tip of the Dark's knife. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. No truth in this blackmail theory. I worked with Dark. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick. So, what evidence do we have to prove any of this guilty? Or, like, wrong? We have her fingerprints. Voted the award? No. Wait, hold on. Is the vase on the left side or the right side of the room? Oh, I guess it is on the right side. Huh. It says Emma's name is written on blood. How is this? I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself, but the vase was in his safe. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife. Broke off the tip of his knife? Planted it inside the wound. Wait. Then moved the body. No! Wait. What? No. The knife was already broken, wasn't it? Pieces of the jar. Hang on. I don't have the tip, do I? I don't. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. But the jar says her name on it! Okay, I'm gonna present the jar at that. It says her name!
Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statements?
I'm not sure I follow. Ugh, nope, that wasn't it. Okay. Can I present the knife? Maybe? No? Ah! Broke off the tip of Dark's knife. Left it inside the wound, then moved the body. I can't think of anything that will show against this. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. Do you have anything to prove that? I don't think so. don't think so at all. There's so much evidence, man. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Well, then why was it in his vault? You know? You know? I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planting it inside the body. Pieces of the jar that shattered during the events. Right now. Can we press on that again?
Piece of the jar, you mean?
Yes. That wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime. Yeah, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was all ready. Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead, and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle.
I see.
Apparently the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there is more to it than that. Okay. So that's the thing I have to press on, right? Can we present the jar? Oh, thank God.
Miss Sky, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister.
You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered?
If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony.
There's only 2 wine glasses I have. Now I can't even pretend I don't drink alone. No, coffee cups. It's okay, man. You can drink with us. You can drink with us. Just thinking about Gant on his date at McDonald's. Oh my God. Please edit that with the judge.
A contradiction in my testimony. You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan."
That's right.
Do you have a problem with that?
It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on this jar with the victim's blood.
Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments.
Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. In order for the victim to be able to write this message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died.
Oh yeah. I guess that makes sense.
He couldn't have written Emma's name on the shattered jar.
Oh, that does make sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Order!
Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. We may be missing something critical here.
Something critical?
Chief Prosecutor, it seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards where we're headed.
What?
Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth.
Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony.
Okay. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
Why? You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood?
I wasn't chief prosecutor at that time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence.
Okay. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination.
Okay.
Okay. You noticed the blood in the jar.
So the jar was already broken.
It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier.
It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case.
But not as feeble as the judge's judgment.
Oh! Shots fired!
You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces?
Normally I would have. But it was dark in the room.
It was dark in the room. No, you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar?
No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust.
Well, that helps my case.
Lana, you do that for me?
This isn't helping. It seems you two might make up yet.
Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was.
If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry.
I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came.
This is rather shocking.
To be safe, you wipe away the blood. I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened.
What do you mean?
If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood.
What else could I have done in that situation? Lana, I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces.
Fragments were so large. Oh, all of them, eh?
But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office.
A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Even I carry a bottle of emergency aluminum wherever I go. I never missed anything. I got every last piece.
Clearly not.
All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered.
So you illegally rearranged the crime scene?
Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions. I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I treated you so badly all this time.
It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've gotten to the bottom of this incident.
Now, no doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office.
More contradiction to surface in her testimony.
Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. And I think I finally figured out the contradiction in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around.
Well, please do tell, because I don't know what it is. What is it? Immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. It was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. Okay, but you said you had a flashlight. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Okay. Cloth. Fingerprints. My friend, sorry I haven't been watching this playthrough much. That's because I want to play the... Yo, person, how's it going, dude? Oh, dude, no worries. I totally get that. I totally get that. If I didn't want to watch gameplays either because I knew I wanted to play the game, so I totally get that. I hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a great weekend. Half of the list was found in games. Yes. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room, and I didn't have time to check it out. But you had a flashlight. You just said you had a flashlight. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. With this? A piece of cloth?
Oh, I don't know. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all, but you didn't because one of them was in the vault. And she had said she had a flashlight on. Okay, I'm gonna present the jar again because that one piece wasn't there.
Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals the truth even you were unaware of.
What?
We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe.
In the chief's safe? But how?
I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it.
But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Cole staring at the hellfire. No, I wasn't. I'm not worried. I wasn't worried.
Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation.
Geekster, stop calling me out, goddammit. You know too much.
On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. He saved some of the blood for later.
Well, couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? No.
I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective.
That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Ha! Can you believe it? My god, I've waited so long to eat those nuggies, and they were in my mouth the entire time. Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that! There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying this person was Chief Gant. At the time he was looking for dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first,
The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the fact for 2 years?
Gant's saliva found in the jar. He tried so hard to resist the urge to drink that blood off, man.
Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that?
Ah, no! No, I can't! Wait! I'm not the one on trial here! Demon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called?
Fabrication of evidence.
But why would Chief Gant do that? In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Sky believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her this aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Sky became Chief's puppet. Oh, no, I did it on my own. The reason why Judge is a judge is because he's too innocent for anything. That is true. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the Chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients.
That's not true. Foul lies? Imagine that, coming from my own client.
I guess you do seem the type who like to twist the truth. Excuse me, Judge.
Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap?
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright?
Lana, maybe right after all.
What do you mean, Wright? So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. Wright?
Miss Sky, please testify once more.
But
If evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie.
But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall.
Miss Sky, if you will.
I can't.
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will, if you tell the truth.
Very well.
I'll testify about what I really saw. All right, the witness may testify once more for the final time. The final trial.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent.
Okay. Unbelievable! The body was impaled on the armor sword. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I'm actually a cyborg sent from the year 3000. My right eye is a camera. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
What? What? To me?
It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you.
Why doesn't she just tell me these things? Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any picture from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, yeah!
Bruh!
Oh my god.
Hey! There's a picture here!
Hey, Phoenix, remember when she gave you the book and you were like, oh, I better read this before I go into trial? You didn't even open it! My god. My god, man.
Oh my! This is actual crime scene. Taya! No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted criminal affairs only after I had arranged everything.
Well, that's important.
Gasp! Mr. Wright! My picture cut out from his vest.
Wait. Could that be? Oh, it's the cloth! Oh, it was his vest!
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe. What's this?
The one of her fingerprints.
That cloth. It had fingerprints on it. Whose fingerprints, those are must be the real murderer.
What? But those fingerprints!
They're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Hey.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body.
Oh. Come now, AG. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. So I take it your day didn't go well? Did you get stand up? Did you get stood up? Or did you, did you just decide they weren't your type? Why are you here all of a sudden? I didn't even get to finish your edit. Go back to your date. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant. But now you want to take me out as the bad guy too. If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. Oh.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back and relax, and enjoy the sound of the noise tightening around your own neck. Oh, noose. God. Wah! So what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Yo, Glenn, welcome back. Yeah, so it's confirmed he's a vampire. 100% confirmed. If that's not the face of a vampire, guys, I don't know what is. His eyes are shooting lasers out of them. He is absolutely a vamp. I can see fangs. Like, don't know what to tell you guys. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Glenn, did you make it home okay? Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? No, what's your excuse, right, so? Nah. Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Nope, crashed into the middle of the highway and died. Damn it, Clem! Not cool! Not allowed! Absolutely not. Drippy, you were supposed to make all the cars disappear. Dude, you have one job, and that's to skip things. Come on, dude. Sorry, don't you sorry me. That's inexcusable, Gleb. Inexcusable. I need a written report and a written apology on my desk by tomorrow morning. I'm gaming. Well, I don't care, Drippy. I don't care. Something that proves who knocked over near Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? No. You died? Say sorry. Yeah, say sorry immediately. Apologize.
If I show that piece of evidence now, I'm sure to be made out as a murderer.
Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. Damn, I think they got us. Them isn't allowed to crash and die, but I'm allowed to have a charge of death scattered through my home. Yes, as long as you aren't hurt, coffee cups, that's fine. That's fine. You can lay out traps so that intruders can't come in and, like, steal your stuff while your parents are away. Just a classic Home Alone situation. But no, you're not allowed to, crash and die or hurt yourself. Especially not while we're all hanging out. Inexcusable. Absolutely not.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence?
Yes? Did I just save? I don't know if I did.
The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall.
Fortnite with me? Absolutely not, Geekster. I do not want to be a pro Fortnite gamer. I do not want to chug jug with you. That's not that's not on my agenda. which is where the coffee is, Cole. Look, you can go through the traps because you know where they are, but the people breaking into your house don't know your layout, you know? Cannot show evidence. Show evidence. Well, all I wanna do is chug with you. We can be pro Fortnite gamers. Pro Fortnite gamers. Do we show the evidence? What do you guys think? Here's how I think it went down. I think Gant framed the whole thing, including like putting her handprint on the vest or something, and he cut it out, and then he used that as blackmail material to keep Lana as her to do her to do his biddings, and be like, hey, if you ever don't, I'll show this, and then she'll be proven to be the murderer. I think we have to show it.
Yes, Your Honor. I do have further evidence. Alright, the time's finally come to show it then.
Right. Edgeworth does it all the time. He even forges them. That is true, actually. Why are they picking on us for doing it once? I know.
Those prints have got to be the chief's. Now then, let's see this conclusive evidence.
Evidence that shows who actually murdered the prosecutor marshal. Ugh. Ugh. It's a piece of leather cloth.
Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest.
What's this? There's a big handprint on it. Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword. What? Whose fingerprints on this? I'm sure Wright has checked, haven't you? Well, whose are they?
They're Miss Skies. Miss Emma Skies.
What? They're mine? So I really did do it.
See? I told you it was conclusive.
But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? Yes.
But
give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. What? Edgeworth? You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death.
no!
It appears we have our killer.
No!
Anyone gonna...
No!
Is it done?
Everything hinged on that point. In the end, Lana alone was found guilty on all accounts.
Oh. Oh. Okay. So... I'm supposed to hide it? Okay. F in the chat for trial, please.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie! Chief Gant! Good ending. You opened my safe! I know you took what was inside! Oh, okay. The conclusive evidence!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it, and that's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture.
He said what Gant said in another timeline.
See the victim's vest. Notice anything odd about it, Jess area? It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me as a murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
No, you're not allowed to testify anymore. You gave up that right.
What? You mean you admit to it? I was the first person.
No, are we allowing this?
That's the biggest scandal I know of all the things that went down. Remember when
oh, what's his name? What's his name?
Remember when Von Karma was literally in here trying to pin Edworth as the murderer when he was the murderer all along? I feel like that was like at least close to this level. Like, come on. When they fired Gumshoe. Seriously. Seriously, Drippy. Anyways, back to the case. I was okay, but he gave up his right, remember? Why are we letting him do this? It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. Oh.
So you really were manipulating her?
I knew Lana. If I made her look like the blame lay on with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. Jeannie, yeah! Oh my god, yes! Please join our Discord, Jeannie. We'd love to have you.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted.
But I tampered with the crime scene. I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe? What? Why? For instance, of course. Oh, insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging evidence? What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jaw fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood of all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on the jar, too? Oh.
Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept 1 more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Writer. Cough it up already. I know you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then. Chief Gant, now you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Jeez. Then the cloth. You're stuck at a game over call. That's the end of it.
No way, I don't believe it.
I want more coffee, but it's too late in the day and my kitchen is booby trapped. Nonsense, man, nonsense. I'm having coffee right now. You should totally have some, man. Wait, what time is it for you coffee cups? It's never too late for coffee. God, Glenn, you have coffee at like midnight. Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Wright. You should have shown it then before it was too late. I can have coffee at like... Yes, because it's never too late for coffee. I would never sleep. Like, if 15-year-old Cole knew that he could be awake forever just by having coffee at midnight, I don't know if I'd be alive right now. 5:15, we're in the... Oh, we're in the same time zone. Oh, it's not too late for coffee then. I feel like if you're anything like me in my tiny little body, where caffeine just like does a number on you, I feel like 8 o'clock is the cutoff. You won't sleep if you have coffee at that point. 5 o'clock in the evening, that's okay. That's okay to have coffee.
It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine.
Save the game real quick. Save real quick. I feel like don't as well. But will we get in trouble? Let's try it. Let's try it.
No! It's too late to show the evidence now. Besides, even if I did, I'd just expose that poor girl's fingerprints.
Right. Think hard over the circumstances.
The circumstances?
I'm talking about then and now. There's one major difference between the two. Weren't you waiting for that difference?
Huh? So,
Oh.
Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
So, I have to present it no matter what? Okay, Jesus. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. Do show it, don't show it. And JK, LOL, you have to. Okay. I know Edgeworth took the bar away from me. Come on, man.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of evidence, the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. At last, you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests it be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean?
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Damn. You're as slow on the uptake as ever worthy.
What?
Think about it. Vito had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean, already know? You know those fingerprints are on that.
And Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. It is? The person whose these fingerprints belong to is...
How can I have to choose her, right? Emma Sky.
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
You would have been the murderer?
Oh, you're really something, right? You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murderer on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death.
How could you? You monster!
Miss Sky,
You knew those fingerprints, whose those fingerprints were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
What?
I said this trial isn't over yet. Ah! But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence.
I mean, so did you.
That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
No! You will not have my badge.
What's the matter? A cat caught your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl to a murderer.
At the end of the day, the badge is all I have. The cases can go away. Our partners can leave. Our evidence can be destroyed. But our badge is the only thing we have left.
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh?
And what's that? It really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction?
What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is.
But Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your Tyrannosaurus Rex reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts his cloth.
Bro, anyone have any ideas? That contradicts his cloth? Shouldn't it be covered in blood? Oh! You're right! Yeah. Big brain. Big brain moves from Glenn, everybody. It's gotta be.
And what exactly is it supposed to be?
So he did that before he was stabbed.
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes, his shirt was showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural.
Affirmative, Clem.
Ketchup smeared on Neil. How did ketchup get there if chest cloth caught? Chest cloth was cut before he was pushed. Oh my god. My one brain cell was really steaming through that paragraph. Oh my god. Hold on. It needs a mental break. Clem wrote this game. The real twist. Clem and I wrote this game. His lungs no doubt were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but what about this piece of cloth? Wait, there's no blood on it. Ah! Yeah, I wrote all the inappropriate jokes, and Glem did everything else. She's the brains behind it all. I snuck in, the sugar daddies and all that stuff into it. Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth. That was so half-assed. Ah! There's no doubt she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at the time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armored sword. I created a masterpiece and he just sprinkled nonsense all over it. Yeah, exactly. Except, sprinkled a little. No. See, Glenn made this beautiful vegan pasta, and then the guy came out and was like, "All right, would you like some cheese on that?" And I was like, "Yes." I was like, "All right, tell me when to stop." I just kept going, and going. The cheese being the nonsense, of course. Going until wow, it was not edible. I ruined it. I ruined the vegan masterpiece. Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And to make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? It all started with April, May, June, July. Can't believe we left the text box as transparent since then. I like it as transparent. We can see all the characters more better. That honestly wasn't the reason I went transparent. I hope you know that. I hope you actually know that. I went transparent because I wanted to see what was behind it. Like, I couldn't see Phoenix slamming his desk. There was so much art they were covering up. Like, it was genuinely bugging me. Please don't, please don't think that's why I did it. That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of victim's vest. Yes, we see the characters better. Not that I'm gonna leave. You guys, here's the remote. You guys can finish the trial. I'm gonna head out. Since seeing Mia and April May better. No. Why? Stop. Anyways. Ironic, isn't it? Though the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No! It's finally all over. Why is Gant still talking? He didn't want to testify. I know! That's what I've been saying. Him. Hey! Hey! Oh, that was close, right? You almost had me. Huh? Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. What do you mean, you refute your allegations? And lunch lady? Wait, lunch lady? Who was the lunch lady? Other things to serve. Who was the lunch lady?
Why don't you remember the lunch lady? What case was she from? Angel Star. Oh, bleh. Oh my god, I hate. Worst tier character. Oh my god, I really don't like her. The vampire looks drenched. Someone get him some blood quick. Miss Milk. Oh god, that. Ugh. Yeah, let's stop talking about her. You see, that piece of cloth. It is illegal evidence. Order! What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Archie. Earlier, Wright here concealed a piece of cloth. That's true. Get some milk right now. Oh, poor timing, Geekster. That's right, we hid the evidence. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to prevent evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Ho 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 ho! Did you actually think you could best me in court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright. It seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan is finally right. What plan? Were you gonna let us know about this plan? Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and illegally concealed this piece of cloth? I did not. But he's illegally talking. He didn't want to testify. I know! Did I illegally? No. No, because remember when I tried to bring it out before and they were like, oh, you can't do that. I admit I refused to present it at one point. So the evidence is illegal. Objection. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. No, Aji, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward you can't really believe. Objection. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? I said that before. If Edgy did it, what's wrong with Wright? I know. New glass shards. Oh no, get like a vacuum or something or dustbuster and suck it all up. He has no right. He has the right to. He exercised his right not to testify, but he still has to testify, as I understand. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. Right? I guess everything he's been saying so far isn't actually a testify, like isn't a testimony. Because if it's a testimony, we can cross-examine it. So far, we've just been talking to him. I think that's how this has been going. Dustbusters sounds like the most epic vacuum ever. Dustbuster 3000. Wait, is that not what you guys call them? You not call them dustbusters? Here in Canada, we have vacuums, which are big, but we also have like little portable ones that are called dustbusters, and you like charge them. Is that just here? Do you guys not have those? They're just vacuums? Really? So you don't call them dustbusters? They're just like little vacuums? And hoovers? What's a hoover? I'm in Canada and I've never heard that. Wait, what? Wait, first of all, Jeannie, you're from Canada? Amazing. Welcome to the club. Secondly, what? Is it just something my family says? No way. Google. Google. Show me Dustbusters. Yeah, the 8 best Dustbusters of 2021. So it's a thing. It's not a brand. It's generally a thing people call them. I'm not crazy. It's not just my family. Hoover is a brand? Is it? Oh, Hoover is a brand. Okay, but people like me just say Hoover. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, no, Genie. Trust me, I live under the biggest rock. Everyone can testify to it. I live under the biggest rock. You have nothing to worry about. Google's the 8 best Dustbusters of 2021. Look, I just Googled Dustbusters, and that was one of the best results. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It's not, it's a thing. Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so. Oh. The book.
This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law.
What's this?
I've done my homework too.
No, you haven't, Chief.
Indeed, MS Guy's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more.
What? It's a blue badger, Cole. Can you tell I'll just don't get rid of him?
You see, it's written right here in this book. Second rule of evidence law.
No! Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
If I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here is the crux of the matter.
Ooh, getting fancy with my dialogue.
You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
But what kind of nonsense is this? Love how I spelled law, but said law? Or in good old Britain, it's lore. It's lore? Like law and order? Really? Is that how you say it? Lore? The lore? You want relevancy. Just take one look at this picture and...
Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago. No! Right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Demon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes. No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Kidney? Kidney, yeah, but let's emphasize. Oh, kidney. Kidney. We have fun here. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer, and there's only one person who that could be. The Blue Badger, Demon Gant, the killer was you. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. Don't worry, guys. I am too. Then you smile like it's nothing. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the apartment trying to get something on me. Guys, I was just embodying the character. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. I would like to I'd like to bring to attention the fact that when I commit to a character, I commit to a character. That's going in my audition reel. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to investigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convicted Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence transferred, I'd lose all my evidence. My only chance to find the truth. Please, you gotta help me. You know how shocked I was? Another tab. I'm sorry. Hopefully everyone was listening to that with headphones on. Goodman turned him down as he ought to. Still, Jay Marshall didn't know when to quit. Stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation? Can you please reopen the investigation, Kate? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. Thank you, Clem. Oh, I can't wait to cringe as I watch that. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall." I was in Googling if I was the only one who says lore, and then and then Cole broke loose. Welcome back to Cole Hill does not chill. Cole Hill loses his chill. Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken back by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, that accursed knife. I rewatched it and the smile. Oh no. Guys, I swear, I'm not a crazy murderer, okay? I just embody the character to the best of my abilities. Why do you guys watch me? I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it just to slurp it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in the car. I'm sorry. I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives will ever will. Grr. Leaving the prosecution's car aside, how could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove.
occur to you too, Echifu? Ew, Geekster. Last warning. You get that. You get that. Nuzzle wuzzle shit out of here. Not in this channel. Not. Take it to Juan's channel. I'm sure he'd love it. Not here. Not here. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy. Why do you stand in court? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me were the same. You are a criminal. Bruh. Ash is having a bad day and is also a bird? Caca? Ash? Is she okay? One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to do it alone. But he's not alone. He has us. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Argy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Got him. Got him. Got him red-handed. Got him red-handed. Judge is like, no, wait, I can change. I can make it so you're not guilty. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, Demon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, an example to others on the force. Friend. They were bum buddies, let's be honest. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Urgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Now you have Rhino here. And Worthy.
Oh, and Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodies. Oh, okay. Or I can skip. That's cool too. Why did you make Geek say that? I didn't. Don't pin that on me. Don't pin that on me. Hi, Luna. Also, Geekster was in here saying things he should not have said, so I told him to bring it to someone else's stream. Okay, I didn't. I did not tell him where to go. In fact, I suggested one stream of all else. Glimmersome? I don't know if I like that. I was modding and I had to see that with my eyes.
There are two things I want you to understand.
I hope you're doing well, Luna.
Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Demon Gant betrayed you from the very beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years. From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. I'm okay. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm glad to hear, Luna. I'm doing terrific. Yeah, no worries, Frisk. I should play an Apex if Juan now wants to punch you. I don't know why, though. Surely it's not... Geekster, I'm already in hot water if Juan. Don't do that. Don't make him hate me even more. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all their trouble.
When Ace Attorney becomes your reality being framed. Seriously, I need a lawyer. Clem, wanna be my lawyer? what high standards you have for a rookie. I
can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
No, I'm a bottom, but thanks anyways.
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
This guy.
And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
Look, we all decided Phoenix was the bottom, okay? We know that. This isn't something we're hiding, it's the truth. Oh, enjoy your lurk, Luna.
It was nothing. Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job. I don't like compliments. Makes me blush.
What do you mean, why? Edgeworth is certainly not the bottom, especially Phoenix. Exactly! Look, those two are star-crossed lovers. They're destined for each other. One of them's the top, and one of them's the bottom. You have to do the math. It only makes sense. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of this. This guy.
Yes, Your Honor?
No, why do we have to be reminded? Play the game! Oh, fine. Okay, fine, Geekster. You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor.
Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling?
It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains.
Yeah, I bet. 2 years being blackmailed? Well, this trial has gone on far too long already. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. There you go, Drippy Man. I told you we'd do it in this stream. I told you, man. I told you. That is all. Look, this court is adjourned. Only been for like 4 days, I swear to God. I know, right? Finally, we can play a different game.
At long last.
What? There's another episode. No, there's not. Geekster, I swear to God, Drippy's gonna have a heyday if there's another episode.
It's finally over. Emma? What a long face. I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted of a murder she didn't commit.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended, I can see why Mia Fey thought up so highly of you.
My heart dropped for a second. You're joking, right?
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Yes, I'm joking. Okay, thank God. I was really nervous for Drippy for a second there.
You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, thank God. No, Jumpshoot. God, come on, come talk to me. This girl was opening her heart out to me, and like, I didn't know what I was gonna say to it. Like, look, they got some weird sister conflict going on, so like, yo, how you doing? Man, you got your job back? You wanna go grab a donut or something? Come on, Goshu. Let's hang out, man. Let's hang out. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. No! Wait,
Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
you're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making the detective run all around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding.
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
This is gonna be a nightmare for Drippy in a second? Why?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
Hana?
Shouldn't you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't.
I love that man.
Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Lana!
Sis, I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for you, for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis, I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis. I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have.
The song suits this stitch so well. It feels like, aww, aww, that's cute. The third, love one getting a police car. Love this. Geekster, we know your wife dies occasionally, but she doesn't get arrested too, does she?
No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move forward toward a brighter future.
Phoenix, are you a poet? Bruh. This is so not like you.
At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
For me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Stop hiding and come over here.
He's just like awkwardly like standing behind the couch like, do I go say hi?
Where was he hiding?
I just came to say, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
Yeah, exactly, Drippy.
Oh. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me.
You're not quitting.
No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You despise criminals, I can feel it, you and me were the same. One day you'll understand, oh believe me you will, you're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try it alone. Edgeworth, you're not alone. You have us. Come on, man.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I needed a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth!
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did.
That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. No. No, dude, no.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Demon Gant and your mentor, Manfred Van Karma, were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about.
Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own. My attorney's badge!
I don't know.
Evidence list? Because he had 1.5? I wouldn't have been able to find on our own? I don't know. The screwdriver? That says, don't tell me what happened? Wait, what? I would like a heroified version of what has happened so far, please. Okay, I hope it's back. I hope we're here. I don't know what we have to show. Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yay, okay, I'm glad it's back. Photo maybe? Something that neither of us would have been finding on our own. I don't know. I think it's the evidence list because he had 1/2 and I had the other half. Let's go with the evidence list.
That's the picture I drew.
Our counterattack began with this. You had 1/2 of the evidence list, and I had the other.
Okay, thank God I was right.
Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture.
That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's time for me to go.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor.
No!
Grabs his hand.
Edgeworth, what will you do now?
Well,
whatever you do, just remember, I love you. You can't let that happen. You can't let what happened kill the prosecutor in you. Or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you.
I know. It seems I owe you my thanks too, Wright. But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you. In court, obviously.
Farewell.
I better be going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. You see, we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do.
Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation. Well, it is a book for children then.
Scientific investigation? It's the first book I've ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will.
We're just leaning in for the kiss, my God.
I know, right? And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. What? I like how Edgeworth is the last one.
Well, don't go tricking off just yet, pal.
Huh? What is it, detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she's supposed to be out of jail like this.
But I thought you said it was okay.
Yeah, well, it may be okay with me, but the folks in the prison are a different story.
Huh?
Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes.
Not Phoenix having an existential crisis.
Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side.
Yeah, well, haha. You see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Huh? Huh?
What? You think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Huh? 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 Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we go pay it off together?
Yeah, it's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Credits. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take. Oh, I hope she'll find pleased to study under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days as the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to this field somehow. Then I'll be able to investigate the crimes together with Emma. Unskippable credits. Okay, that's what it was. Gotcha. Gotcha. I don't mind credits. Really drippy.
Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation for the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show, you can't shake me off that easily.
Aww. So he's not working for us? No. No. Oh, that's so sad. I wanted him to work with us, man. I wanted him to work with us. That's such a bummer.
My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to security guard. My partners keep an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday I'm gonna make detective.
That scared me.
Yes, sir. Then I can be like Dick Gumshoe.
Aww. Not a very good detective. Imagine if he didn't work for the police. I know. I love Gumshoe, but he's not very useful. I know, but I like him. I would have loved to have witty banter between him and I on scenes and stuff. Like, why does he get his own credits? No. Why? Why does he get his own credit scene? Are you kidding me? Oh, he pulled one of the... You waiting for me? Hi there, big boy. No, he didn't die. He went into the pose. You know, the one where you lay down on your side? Bad end. What is it? No, can't you see I'm having my showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the guards, as it seems. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? Billy and the cactuses? I don't really care about that. Yeah, him. Him and the lunch. Oh, don't bring her back. Oh, no. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. Thank God.
As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The Right Way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory because you're a bottom. Kids seem to dig the turn it out theme. It's a hot seller, and just make sure not to eat it backwards.
Okay. That judge put you there. Yeah, the one with the white, with the better beard. Still has it out for him, eh, Geekster? Bottom. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Oh, Mr. Left. Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for, how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I better, huh? Oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, gotta go. Are you saying he didn't remember our name? Bruh! Jeez, Geekster. Really has it out for the cowboy. I mean, I do too, don't get me wrong.
Ah! Nothing soothes the soul like a fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
Oh, we got to see Maya! Oh, that's so great. Oh, I missed her. I didn't know how much I missed her until I saw her, man. Oh, I hope she comes back in the next games. It wasn't the same without her as a partner, you know? Doom, doom. Doom, doom. It'll also be really interesting to, like, channel the spirits of dead bodies. That'd be interesting.
Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. What's going on?
Oh? Was that a love letter?
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe.
Lucky.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little sad, but I'll be all right. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Is there a picture of her in it? Oh, cool! Aww. Aww, that's cute. Boyo! That duck reminds me of Ducky Momo. For any of you guys who have seen Phineas and Ferb enough to know who that is. Capcom. So what's that letter? Do we get to open it? No, coffee cups. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry, man. Ducky Momo, yeah! No, Mia. I mean, she is dead. Wait. Do I have to hit new game? Oh, I do. Okay, so we beat Ace Attorney. Next, we're going to Justice for All. And then, Trials and Tribulations. Oh, guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, the next time we stream, we're gonna move on to Little Nightmares. We're gonna play a new game, Drippy. New game with no dialogue. Aren't you excited? I don't know when I'm streaming next because my work still hasn't given me my new schedule. Oh boy. So I'll let you guys know in the Discord when we're gonna stream next. And also we should give Ash a raid. Considering what Geekster did. I feel a little guilty, you know? It's a trilogy? Yeah, you didn't know, Drippy? It's a that was the first game, dude. We have another game to go. Don't worry, don't worry. There'll be much more dialogue that you won't be able to skip coming up. Bye, Cole. It was nice knowing you, but I like to hand in my VIP badge. Drippy, no! Come on, man. It's okay, we have an entire game to play before we go to the next one. You'll be fine, man, you'll be fine. What did you think I meant? Yeah. It's so funny. Oh, alright, everyone. Thanks so much for everyone who will watch the whole game. I hope you guys liked it. I loved it. These characters have really grown on me. I couldn't imagine not coming back to these. So, after we beat this next game, we'll come back. Aw, Glam! Aw. You can't leave now. Thanks so much, Glam. I really appreciate that. Drippy, you are now permanently stuck with us. You get no choice. Alright, everyone, let's give Ashley a raid. There we go. I will let you guys know when we're streaming next. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.